and welcome to part 1 of my March book haul. This book haul is going to be a little bit big, so you might want to get yourself something warm and some confectionery. You may combine the two if necessary, and come back to me. Come back. The reason that we have a two-part book haul is because part 2 is going to be exclusively a crime corner book haul. So it is going to be filled with mysteries, thrillers, crime books. Tune in for that later on. That'll be up soon. This part of the haul includes literary fiction, contemporary, fantasy, lots of stuff. Just stick around, enjoy your confectionery. And speaking of confectionery, check that link. I am going to show you my new favourite cookbook. This is the wonderful Raw Cakes, sent to me this month by the extremely generous people at Pan Macmillan. You should be watching Book Break if you're not, and also Jean. I will link all of these below. Where have you been? The next two books that I have here I'm not going to talk terribly much about, but the first one is Bruised by Sarah Skilton. This was Elena from Eleanor Reads Books book buddy box for April, and I will link my unboxing video for that below, and also her Etsy store where you can check these out in more detail. And the next book that I have is the beautiful Silence Fallen by Patricia Briggs. Pause while I count the Mercy books. This is the 10th Mercy book in the series, so I can't tell you anything about this except urban fantasy, highly recommend, check out Mooncalled. Then I have one that needs no explanation really. You guys know that I don't often buy used books, biological deposits, we've discussed this before. My weirdness, not yours. Totally okay if you own used books. I don't. However, I had to get this one because I've been looking for it for a really long time, and it needs no explanation really. It's Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Why, Leanne, do you have Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone when you have about 60 different editions of this book? Well, all of those 60 different editions don't have young Dumbledore in the back, do they? See, you didn't see that coming, did you? The next book that I have was generously sent to me by Hotkey Books, and it is possibly the most attractive book in this entire haul. This is Spellslinger by Sebastian de Castell. You will probably have noticed that I showed this in my April TBR. I am so looking forward to it. This one comes out on the 4th of May. It is a young adult fantasy series rather than the very adult Traitor's Blade series. So Spellslinger follows Kellen, who is a 16-year-old mage, and he is about to go through the last test to prove his magic, except Kellen doesn't have any magic, and Kellen hasn't had any for quite a long time, so he's going to need some tricks to get through. See what I did there? While we're on books that publishers sent me, can I just say how stinking excited I am for this yellow book, which doesn't have a title. This is Tin Man by Sarah Winman. You will probably recognise Sarah Winman's name. A lot of people do, but then a lot of people sort of like scratch their head and wonder what she wrote. So she wrote When God Was a Rabbit and also A Year of Marvellous Ways, and she's such a wonderful person. She is a sweetheart. The Tin Man embodies everything that I love about Sarah Winman. First of all, it is a small town novel. It takes place with a family in a little village, and second of all, it is an LGBT romance that maybe is, that maybe isn't, that maybe is. I am so looking forward to this one. I won't be reviewing this one for a while because it doesn't actually come out until the 27th of July, but you betcha that as soon as the end of June hits, I will devour this and then I will mash it across the internet, and you'll all be sick of me and sick of hearing about it. The last two books this month that I got from publishers also came from the glorious people at Pan Macmillan, and the first one, can we just take a moment to look at this? Look at it in all of its naked hard-backed glory. This is a short story collection which includes an interview with the last speaker of a language, a lonely voyage with an elephant, I don't know if I'm going to be able to read that one, and a chef who flavours his food with precious stones. And the next one from Pan Mac is Let Go My Hand by Edward Docks. Also, can we just take a moment for this too? I mean, gold foiling and everything, you're spoiling us. This book is about Lewis Lasker, who has a wonderful family that he loves very much, but an extremely troubled family. His father has broken the family apart several times with his various marriages, and nobody really trusts him completely. Except then his father decides that a European road trip with his sons might be a great way to build bridges. And Lewis describes his brothers as wonderful, terrible, troublesome people, and they're as suspicious as they are supportive, because the truth is that they've never forgiven his father ever for all of his multiple marriages. So why are they all so eager to trek round Europe with him? Then I have The Trouble with Goats and Sheep. Joanna Cannon has been absolutely taking over the booktubes recently with this book. I mean, look, it's a Benny goat and a baba. This one is another one which could easily have ended up in the crime corner pile, but feels more literary fiction for me. It's set in the heatwave summer of... When was the heatwave summer? 1976. And during this heatwave summer, Mrs. Creasy goes missing from her little cul-de-sac, and two of the girls who also live in the cul-de-sac turn detective and decide to find out exactly where she's gone. And finally, you all know how much I love Liane Moriarty. What Alice Forgot is one of my favourite books. I recently enjoyed Big Little Lies a whole lot. I got 5 stars. 5 stars, people! I'll link you to my wrap up where I talk about that below. And because of that, I had to continue on with my Liane Moriarty collection. Can I just say that I think this cover is absolutely hideous, and I really, really wish that they would give us the Australian covers or even the US covers, because this it doesn't... I don't like butterflies. I don't like butterflies at all. I'm gonna show off and pick these up this time because Helen's here to save me if I drop them. This is everything from part 1 of my March haul. She's looking at me expectantly now because she hopes that I am going to drop them. I hope that you have enjoyed. Please tell me if you have got any of these books or if any of them sound appealing to you, and tell me what you got in March, because you know I'm always happy to add things to my TBR. Probably shouldn't have said that when Helen was in the background, but never mind. Bye guys, I'll see you later with part 2, which will be my crime corner haul. Frostbitten by Patricia Briggs. No, it's not. It's Silence Fallen. Frostbitten was the last book. Try again. Summer 1976. Because Helen was alive then. She's made a very rude gesture at me.